Hello everyone, and welcome to Caroline's Craftery and another episode of our yearly freebie journal. I've got a whole bunch of pretty much all my extras, along with a few other things. Some odds and ends of lace that I used on the edge. In the last video, let's just move all this paper stuff off to the side. We did all the laces on the edges of the things, the pages. So I sewed up my signatures. I just used this brown thread because I'm going to put something over the spine anyways. My plan is to still make a journal skirt for this, and we'll do that in one of the episodes. But I sewed in all the signatures just the way we had the papers. And of course I sewed in all the lace on the edges. I used a variety of colors of threads for that. Some I did zigzag, where I had lots of space on the paper and on the lace. So that's that. So today I want to make some clusters out of a bunch of the odds and ends of stuff. That's why I've got all this out and all this here. It's just all the leftovers from all the different things. So I'm going to use some of the papers and different things for ripping apart for the clusters. Now I did kind of sort of organize this as I was sorting through it. That's all kind of papers I can use for to rip and to use for collage bits, as well as these little pieces. I could do that as well. These two pieces. Now, I don't know why these were printed so tiny, but they were. I probably made a mistake when I was printing. But I put glossy accents on the top of them, and because it takes so long to dry, I did those the other day. And I'll use those for something in the journal. These here could also be used as backing. Okay, let's kind of let's brush this off of here, because these were all extra papers that I figure I can definitely use to make clusters with. Let's just set those over there. Now, I'm not going to do anything fancy for these clusters. I'm just going to be ripping paper. I want some long ones, and I want some short ones, and just different widths. Not even sure how many I'm going to need. I do want all ripped sides. I'm just going to do a bunch with this green stuff. I actually like this green gingham. But I thought this would be a good way to use up some of the scraps, and then I can put them all around inside the journal. I don't want that big white. Oh, and then I made another one. Okay. Just different sizes, because you never know what I'm going to use it for inside. I don't have a plan at this moment in time for the clusters, but I do know I want some in the journal, just on some of those bare pages. Now, because of the fact that we've already made all the pockets and all that stuff, So here's a bunch of bases for clusters. Now let's just cut this here. I'm going to use some of this color on it, so I'm just going to... I find it hard ripping it when my fingers can't reach the other side. There, now we can easily rip this here. And because when I was making all these monthly freebies, I tried to make them so that they all went together to a point. So I think the months can be mixed and matched very easily and still go together. Even though they don't really need to go together to be used together. That's the nice thing about junk journals, is there's no rules, nothing like that. We just make what we want, put it where we want, and it doesn't really matter. I know some people like to do matchy-matchy, and I normally do. I want everything to look the same, be the same. But I'm really trying to break myself out of that. So I'm just going to rip some of these in different sizes to go with some of these things that I've already cut. Or I should say ripped. And let's, I think, yeah, let's put some of this blue in there. Just put in a couple of strips of this somewhere. As I say, no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. I'm just doing it. Just grabbing whatever and putting it down. Trying not to think about what goes with what and where, and I've got a whole bunch of little pieces of this, so I'm thinking on adding some of this in, more so just to use it up than anything else. And we've got a couple of this. We can cut this up into a couple different things. And we used this for something, for the tag toppers of something. Okay, we need one more piece of lace for that one. Let's find the end of this piece here and just cut a piece off there. And then I think by time we put like a flower or something on the top of them, let's glue this stuff up. Actually, I do want to ink my paper bits. It's very time consuming to ink them, but I have to admit I do like them inked because it just kind of makes them stand out from each other a little more. And when you have the torn bits like that, they ink up really nice because that white part really absorbs the ink more so than along a straight cut edge. So we'll just take a moment. I'll probably just fast forward through this. Okay, so I'm done inking those. Get that out of the way. Now I'm just going to layer these up. I don't know if I want to put the lace on top of a flower. I got all these flowers and butterflies and bows and all kinds of stuff from the kits. So it's just a matter of deciding what do I want on there, color-wise and whatnot. There's lots of pink flowers, not so much. Oh, there's a whole bunch more under there. Let's put that one on there. And then decide, do I want this on the top? Yeah, I think just like that. And the other thing, I might add some of my homemade buttons on here as well. So we'll decide that at the very end. Let's get out some art glitter glue. And let's just glue this together. Now I only want glue on part of this. Put it on about half of it, I guess. And that's just going to go on there. They say nothing fancy, it's just putting it on. This is going to go kind of in the middle of that. So let's put the glue on there. Plop it there. And now this will just go off to the side like this. Now if I put buttons on, I'll probably put the buttons on top of the lace. And that way it'll just kind of hold it on there a bit better. Or maybe I'll do some hand stitching on it. But nothing too fancy, because then once it goes onto a page, pretend that's a page, or on a pocket, on a tag, on a journal card, anywhere. Simple, easy, they're ready to go to put into the journal. So I'm going to just glue up all of these. Let's put the glue on half of this one. And I usually do these in groups and do them as like a mass make. That looks good on there. So let's put the glue in the middle here. I hope you've followed along all year with the freebies. Lots of information on the Facebook group or on my YouTube about the freebies and where you can get them and all that. The colors on all these, I'm not too worried that, you know, the colors all go together, because all these colors are in the journal already. And there's that one. And clusters are such a great way of using up all your odds and ends of stuff. I'm not going to be using so much the months, but I will put all the extra pieces into an envelope for whoever buys this journal. Being that we got a nice purple piece, let's put a purple. What else do we got? We got this one here too. No, let's put the littler one on there. Also got a cute bow too. Okay, let's put this purple flower on there. Some of these are on a cardstock and some are on just on a 24-pound copy paper. Let's put this over here. You could add little labels or something on here. Then you never know, I might make some little labels or something. On this one, being that I had poked a hole there, I do want to cover that bit up. So gonna glue, I'm not gonna glue the ends because it kind of hangs over on this. How about a butterfly? This one's just on paper, and because it's going to hang over the edge, see if I can find a butterfly that's maybe on cardstock. Oh, how about this bird? Yeah, perfect. Just wanted something a little stronger than just paper, being that it was going to hang over the edge some. But this bird will work just fine. And this can go on the bottom here. So this will be 6 clusters. I'm not really sure how many clusters I really want in the book, because of the fact I don't really know where I'm going to put them, etc. It's hard to know. But I'm thinking 6 just might be enough. And I can always make more later. In the long run, I'm not using up very many. Wrong kind of blue. Some of them just don't look very good on them, or the sizes isn't the right size or something for it. So actually, how about that guy on there? Let's do that. What's going to hang over? Actually, I'm going to put him high enough so his feet are on there, because his feet might just break off because they're not very strong. They're just like that. Wipe the glue off of the back. Actually, I'm going to cut this shorter. And it's going to go right over here. Put that down there. Okay, so there is 6 clusters on the go. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not finished yet. I still got a couple more to put together. I was kind of jumping the gun there, wasn't I? How about, what do we got here? Okay, let's do that there. So yeah, you can download my freebies on Ko-fi, K-O-F-I, or on the Facebook group. There is links below for them, so you shouldn't have any trouble finding them. If you have trouble with the freebies, please let me know. And if you want to buy me a coffee on Ko-fi, I would appreciate that. There's that one. Okay, now one more to go. Let's put that there. Glue that onto there. Then we've got this piece, and I don't like the bow on there. But I think we need another purple one. Do this one different and put this on first. Right along there. And I just spotted this bow. Let's put this bow on there. And just the very edges of the bow. I don't want glue. I try not to glue where it's not gonna hang over the edge, but sometimes you just never know. Okay, so there is these. How many do we have? 6. We got 7 actually. 7 cute little clusters, just that quick. Now, I had so much fun making all these buttons. And I love them because they don't add a lot of thickness. There's a couple little pink ones. Put a pink flower right there. And then there's like a stamp shaped. There's another little flower. Put that one there. Let's put 2 on that one. Maybe. Might change our minds, you never know. Did some heart-shaped ones as well. And then some big circle ones. We need something for up there. Actually, I'm thinking a purple one. How about a purple heart in the middle? No, wrong color. Definitely the wrong color. Circle is too big, I think. Rustle in the bag. No, don't like that one either. Sometimes, you know, we try not to be picky, but what you pick out just does not go. Actually, I don't like I'm going to find something else for there, like maybe a little piece of bead or something to put down the center of that one. So I'll go hunting for that. And I don't like 2 buttons on there. One is okay. I think you need to go with 1 or 3. Which maybe we could do 3. Let's find another heart one. Could have just saved the other heart that I had. Or not heart, the little flower shape. Let's do those 3 on there just to be different. And just in the bag digging, I'm going to change that one for that one. Now I might do a little bit of like Wink of Stella on these or something. But for now, I'm just going to sew on these buttons. Now when I sew them on, I do just put a little bit of glue on them. holds them down while I'm going to sew them. So I will put them exactly where I want them. Now, because they're all on lace or something, they're not going to stick great, but they stick enough so I can sew them down. I'm not going to sew these on camera because I'm pretty sure that we all know how to do that. And I think I'm going to ink these up. I didn't ink those other two because I think they would look better inked. That one's glued down already. That one is glued down. So I guess those two just will be like that. You can see, because of the different layers, because I glued a bunch of layers of paper together. I do have a video on how I made these buttons. And I'll leave a link to that, or at the end of the video there'll be a link for it. And yeah, I probably have some little beads or something that I can put down the center of that bow just to liven it up a little bit. That one goes over there. So in the next video of this, we're going to put these into the journal, and then we'll go from there. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do in it. I'm just kind of doing it as I go along. So check out the other videos for this. Check out the yearly freebies that I've been doing every month. I've been doing it for 3 years now. Love doing the freebies for everybody. And check out the Facebook group. Check out the coffee. And we'll see you again soon in another video. Bye.